What's going on, everyone? This is Steve Larson, and you're listening to Secret MLM Hacks Radio. Oh, yeah. So here's the real mystery. How do real MLMers like us, who didn't cheat and only bug family members and friends, who want to grow a profitable home business, how do we recruit A players into our downlines and create extra incomes, yet still have plenty of time for the rest of our lives? That's the blaring question, and this podcast will give you the answer. My name is Steve Larson, and welcome to Secret MLM Hacks Radio. I think I do that every time now, and I think I say every time now that I'm also a kid at heart. But that's okay, I'll just say it again. I'm a kid at heart. Hey, I am excited for you guys to be here. Thank you so much for listening and tuning into this podcast, first off. I know there's a lot of other options that are out there. I'm trying to bring you guys the absolute best content that I can, and hopefully you guys feel that and are using these things inside of your business. I recently just went onto iTunes reviews and saw a whole bunch more, which is very, very exciting. I appreciate that. I love seeing, first of all, how you're actually using this stuff. So, this doesn't mean a thing if you don't do anything with it, right? So, what other podcaster says that, okay? It's true, though, okay? So go out and start applying the things I'm talking about. So, anyway, hey, what I wanted to do is I wanted to walk through another principle with you guys real quick here that frankly has really, really helped me in my business life. And I kind of started alluding to it in the previous episode. And it was something that I was hoping and was wishing and was kind of praying that was not as true or needed as I found out that it actually is. Okay. And I'm super excited to be able to share this with you guys. If you guys have never thought about this before, never experienced this before, it's gonna help like crazy. Okay, so I'm gonna use the example of applying for a college again. Great. I've only been graduated for not even 2 years, and a lot of people ask after that, how old are you? I'm 29. I spent some time in the Army and did a mission for my church and did a whole bunch of other stuff. So I was not just lazy in college. I actually was a go-getter in college. I wasn't that at all. It was that I did a whole bunch of other stuff. Anyway, so as I started applying to these, let's think of if you guys ever applied for even a job, let's say a job or college or any kind of application that you put out there. Okay. There's usually with applications, right? So I'm going and I'm filling this thing out. And in high school, I hadn't really learned how to study yet. I hadn't learned how to learn really that much yet. And so I really didn't do that well in high school. I mean, I barely graduated, to be honest. And I went and I was like, I'm not looking forward to college. College is going to suck. College is going to be terrible. Luckily, I learned how to learn. And after the first semester of me pretty much failing out entirely, I reapplied and I learned how to learn and got almost straight A's the rest of the way through, and which was a bunch of fun and which was awesome. So anyway, I encourage you to learn how to self-teach, and don't put that in the hands of someone else solely. You know what I mean? Anyway, so while I was applying to these different schools, there was this interesting thing that, to be honest, I wasn't even thinking of. Okay, I was in high school. I was what you call street smart, not book smart, and I was filling out applications to go to colleges, and I was putting all these applications out there, and there was a little bit of a fee to apply, and there was also a deadline. Okay, there was a deadline that I had to get the application in by in order for me to be considered at all to even actually attend school at these different places that I was going to. And let's think about that application though for a second though. The actual application of turning in the application. Okay, would people just turn in those applications to college or the applications to get a job if there was no deadline? Probably not, right? Probably not, right? Or they would, but again, we'd only be speaking to, like I was talking about in the last episode, we'd only be speaking to those who are ambitious, right? Most people need a deadline. Most people need a reason to act. Most people need a reason to take action and do things and progress in their life. They need a reason. They don't come up with one on their own. And that's fine. We're all different, but most people are not that way, right? If you listen to this podcast, you most likely are an ambitious individual and you are completely all in on whatever your future is and you're trying to just make it happen no matter what. And I respect that and I cannot wait to shake your hand, okay? I love hanging out with people like you, okay? So what I realized is guys, what I'm trying to help you guys understand is that as an MLMer, right? As an MLMer, or whatever a name you come up with it, right? As an MLMer, you've got to learn how to market. It's in the very name of the industry. MLM right? Multi-level marketing and network marketing. But most of the time people don't know how to market, and that's fine. Just learn how, though. It'll give you the most ridiculous edge. If you don't learn how, then you're just selling, and you have to sell hard, and you have to sell awkwardly, you need to sell with high pressure and awkwardness, and that's where the feeling of a lot of the MLM industry comes from, because they sell and they don't market. Okay? If you learn how to market, it negates a lot of the need for you to hard sell. Okay, so as far as marketing goes, let's think back to this college example, or applying for a job, whatever it is, right? Without a reason to act, people typically will not, right? Much like you don't drink water usually till you're thirsty, right? You got to make people thirsty, right? And you could either sit around and wait, or you can salt the oats, right? You can put salt around all the things around them. Just start putting salt over the place. That'll make them thirsty, right? And so they start taking action at that point. And so that's what I'm trying to help you guys understand, and that's what I'm trying to help you do and know, okay? Is that there is a deadline that you must act by to get certain things done in your life, right? And it sifts people out. It sifts out those who were really not into it, and they were just kind of just poking around. Right? It sifts people. It's the same reason why I don't just constantly let people be able to enroll in and get my course, Secret MLM Hacks. It's the same reason, right? I only let people in like 2 or 3 day little swings. That's it. I only want the action takers. I only want the people who actually, okay, web class finishes, it's time to start. It's time to get it now. Why? Because if it's always open, then people think it's always there, and it's not going to be, right? I'm trying to just pull 1,000 people into this course, and I'm trying to go through it, and I'm trying to educate, and I'm trying to create this little mini micro force of just these rock stars, of these people who are armed with this information to go dominate in a way that the MLM industry has never seen before, right? I'm not trying to sell it to the entire world. I'm not trying to sell this, and I'm not trying to get secret MLM hacks in the hand of every MLMer. Okay, I've had 7 MLM owners. I just had another previous one. Ask me for this product for the MLM. I think it's 7. I can't remember the numbers, but it's something like that. Okay, this happened over the last couple months, and the answer has been no. Right? The answer's been no, because I'm trying to find the hungry people. I don't care what MLM you're in. I care that you're hungry, right? And I want to go filter out the people, those individuals who are action-oriented people who are also hungry, right? And so someone came to me and said, like, Steve, hey man, like you should make this so that you target it to all MLMers. And I was like, by definition, that means I'm literally targeting nobody. That's a terrible idea. There's no way I'll do that, right? That's what I'm trying to help you also understand with and realize with your MLM product and your downline itself. One of the issues why people struggle so much is because they literally target every single person who's out there. They target everybody, right? That by definition means you're targeting nobody. That is the most expensive, long, time-intensive way to go about this business. Don't do that, right? And so what I'm trying to help you understand is that the two major tools and weapons that a real marketer has to get people into action is scarcity and urgency. That's it. There's the secret right there. Scarcity, meaning there's a limited resource of this. You need to act because they'll literally run out. Or urgency, meaning you need to because time is running out, okay? And so I lace scarcity and urgency into all the things that I do, right? It's one of the very principles upon which I make people apply for my downline, right? There's scarcity. I literally turn people away, okay? Because there's scarcity. Like that makes you want it more, doesn't it? You want more of stuff when there's less of it. Even if you didn't need it before, or even if you didn't need it at the time that you got it. Just because it's going out, you grab more of it, right? That's the power of scarcity. If you want proof of that, come hang out with my 4-year-old and my 2-year-old when there's only one cookie left. Okay? Right? It's so true. It's so true, right? Scarcity and urgency. Those are the two things. So the scarcity of it. So that's it. Don't make your stuff available to everybody at all times. There's no scarcity, right? When it looks like there's that much of it, what happens in the brain is people start asking themselves, well, do they have that much of it because no one's buying it? And they start asking questions, and they place their own seeds of doubt in their own heads and back off the possibility of buying from you. Okay? It cannot be available at all times. All right, and it's the reason, if you notice, how many seasonal promotions does your MLM company do? Right? Probably quite a few. Why? They do a little bit of a price drop. They'll put a coupon out there, some kind of deal, some kind of promotion. It's scarcity and urgency in play. Okay, that's what it is. They're doing it to the people in there as their own distributors for their events. They're having you do it to your customers for the products, for joining the downline. It's all around you. Start looking up. That's what a coupon is, right? It's a scarcity and urgency principle based tactic. Okay, yeah, a coupon only valid through the end of the month. Do you really think that something big is going to happen when they actually take that down? No. Why do they do it? Why does the coupon expire? It's to get you into action. We were at the car wash the other day, okay? At the car wash a couple days ago, and it was one of those drive-in ones. And I had, again, my 4-year-old, my 2-year-old in the back. We just found out we're having our third, which we're very excited about, due in June. And we just found out like 2 weeks ago it's going to be another girl. We're very excited. And so it's going to be a house full of girls. And then myself. So I'm doing extra manly things over here. I'm more pull-ups. I'm grunting more. I think I rubbed my face in dirt yesterday for no reason. Just kidding. Okay. But anyway, we're very, very excited. But we were going through the car wash. And as we're going through the car wash, it was one of those nice ones we usually don't go to that often where there's like a concierge there and they're like punching all the stuff in for you. It felt like, I don't know, it was kind of interesting. It was fun though. It was kind of cool. And we went through it. And my girls were going crazy. They're going nuts. Meaning they're excited. This stuff was spraying all around them. They're sitting in the car. They're like yelling and they're loving it. And they're excited. And what was interesting is when they handed me the receipt, he goes, "Hey, it's half off your next one if you come back before this date." And the next date was in like a week, right? Meaning they wanted you to act. There was a time limit on that coupon in order to get us to actually do stuff, in order to get us to actually move forward, right? You guys, do not offer at all times all your services to anyone at any time. Don't do it. Scarcity and urgency is one of the biggest tools that you have as a marketer. And I'm trying to help you learn how to do that stuff, understand that is like the biggest 2 weapons in your back pocket. Okay, you can screw up on all your scripts. You can screw up on writing the actual. You can screw up on the videos. Maybe you're not that good of a storyteller yet, which I hope you are practicing that. Right? Maybe you're not good at this. Maybe you're not good at all these different things. Okay. But if you have scarcity and urgency, you can suck at a lot of stuff and still make sales, okay? If you're a storyteller and you got scarcity and urgency, you can suck at tons of stuff and make lots of sales for your stuff. So go through and don't make yourself so available. Whether it's your downline, whether it's your product, whatever it is. Meaning, keep pitching like crazy. Keep trying to sell people like crazy, but don't make it available to them all the time. Oh yeah, hey, you can do this. It's just literally today and tomorrow they got this thing going on. If you want to take advantage of that, you got to act before the end of tomorrow. So anyway, just let me know, give me a call back, and okay, sounds good. Bye. You know what I mean? What do people do when, okay, there was this huge promotion that was going on for the MLM that I'm in, right? Big promotion, and it was awesome. It was a bunch of fun, and people were just going crazy, getting a whole bunch of stuff done that I think they would have a hard time creating otherwise. Meaning people were making phone calls like crazy. They were running around. They were getting this stuff done. Why? Because there was a deadline. There's a deadline, and it was brilliant. Anyway, I think I'm making the point. So just start thinking through ways you can do that. Don't make yourself so available. Don't make your products so available. And interlace inside of there. I'm not saying don't make yourself available. I'm saying your downline, your products, interlace inside of there. Lace through scarcity and urgency. Okay, takeaway sales work like crazy. That's why they work, right? It's scarcity at play. Anyways, guys, hey, thanks so much. Appreciate it. And I hope you guys are enjoying this, and I'll talk to you later. Hey, thanks for listening. Please remember to subscribe and leave feedback for me. Do you have a question you want answered live on the show? Go to secretmlmhacksradio.com to submit your question and download your free MLM Masters Pack.